Pro Wrestling Sauce. Oh, yeah. What's up, everybody? Here we are, another Wednesday. Let's get us on screen, right? Let's get us, get me on screen so you can see me. Here we are. Pro Wrestling Sauce. I'm Josh O'Leary. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to the program here tonight. We're live here every Wednesday at 10:15 Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Superhouse Extra Extra YouTube channel, talking all the sauce and pro wrestling. And here we are again. We got Night of Champions on the way. We've got some dry toast to talk about, right? Some dry toast. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the flavors and the ingredients and everything it takes to make some dry toast, because that's what WWE has given us storyline wise, and we're going to get all into it here as we break down. We usually break down SmackDown and Raw, and tonight I am not really feeling going all the way back to SmackDown. I feel like it's kind of irrelevant to cover that show from this past Friday. If you'd like to see anything from this past Friday, you can check out my live reaction, as we did have a SmackDown final hour. So I was live for the final hour of SmackDown, and it was a lot of Jey Uso talk, a lot of Jey Uso hate. So, is what it is. Go and check that out if you want to know my opinion there on everything. Like, share, and subscribe. This stream, come back. If you guys are audio listeners, I greatly appreciate it. We do have audio listeners, and it doesn't update as often as I would like it to. I don't pay for a high-end upload service. It's low end, so it only uploads the episodes every so often, because I'm not paying for it to upload every week. So it hits you like every 3 weeks, and it hits you with like 3 episodes at once. I understand that's a little annoying. I apologize for the way the podcast feed goes out for the audio listeners, but that's just how it goes for the moment. So like, share, and subscribe. It's all you can do to help us grow. Greatly appreciate it. Normally my brother Jacob would be here, but he is not here. He is in Germany, and his time frame right now does not make any sense to be here. The difference in time for us right now it makes no sense. So we're going to try to get him on Friday. This Friday, we're going to try to get him for SmackDown, as it'll be the final SmackDown. I believe actually they already taped SmackDown. Yeah, that's right. They taped SmackDown, I believe. But we're going to try to talk to Jake this Friday, at least at some point after work. And then tomorrow night, a little surprise here on the channel. There's a little surprise here. There's a little video coming up in the special edition live stream section. It's not a live stream. It was recorded, but I played a little bit of 3D pool. And you can check me out playing 3D pool if you'd like. Checking the audio levels and everything. We good? Yeah, we're solid. But yeah, I played some 3D pool, and it took a while to get started, but we had a couple good games. Me and this one guy had a couple good games. I even had some shit talking going on. Good 3D pool video coming out. So if you guys like that, maybe I'll do more of those. I don't know. Maybe I'll do more of those. And we got a docket here. I've got one. But this is just our top of the show, you know? This is just the top of the show. And I kind of just banter and fill air and such and plug away, right? You should check out our episode of House Assembly last night. We got content here, by the way, Monday through Friday. So check out House Assembly. Check out all the content here. But last night was a really fun episode. A good episode. You learn that Superhouse is now covering the entire East Coast. That's right. We've got the entire East Coast on lock, almost top to bottom. We need to get somebody up there in Maine, and we need to get somebody down to the end of Florida there, right at the tip of the penis. We need to go down there and get somebody down there. That way we can be on all ends of the East Coast spectrum. Let's check out House Assembly if you want to know more about that. And yeah, let's get into. I'm going to skip SmackDown. Like I said, I'm going to skip SmackDown. And we're going to get right into Monday Night Raw. And then we're going to get into our Night of Champions predictions, because Night of Champions is this Saturday, live from Saudi Arabia. I believe it's 1 o'clock start time here on the East Coast in the United States. So, got a little bit of stuffy nose. Apologies, by the way. All right. So we started off Raw with Brie Bella and Paige versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. Now, this was something. This was definitely something. This was not a good match by any means. I think Paige and Brie Bella have zero chemistry. I think they're clunky. I think Paige would look a lot better on her own. I think she would look... I don't know, dude. Her return has been all of a sudden becoming... You know, that spice it had. It's dying off. We need something to keep it going, and having her pair with Brie Bella is probably the last thing in the world you want to do. It's probably the last thing in the world you want to do, right? Nikki Bella is better. Like I don't know. There's just such a literally, like, that's how the only way to describe it is a noise, and it's But oh yeah, let me I don't have the chat docket up just in case anyone does pop in. And then we have yeah, Paige and Brie Bella won this match, and nothing to write home about here. But then we had Lyra Valkyria turning heel, right? Uh-oh, Cowboy Nate down in the chat giving a little peekaboo. I see you, Cowboy. I see you. Pro Wrestling Sauce alumni, and all around Cowboy Nate of Cowboy Nate fame in the chat. Good to see you, Cowboy. Lyra Valkyria turned heel. Did you hear about this, Nate? Bird Girl. Bird Girl turned heel. They said, we don't think this is working. We're gonna just go. Remember they had Bayley like having alternate personalities at one point. Now Bayley's just gonna be the white meat, boring ass baby face. I think that may be the best thing for her, though. It may be the best thing for her. 4 weeks no wrestling. You haven't missed a thing. You haven't missed a thing. It's been bloodline bullshit. It's been Jey Uso being smeared in our fucking faces. There's been a little bit of gems here and there in between, but they're hard and few to come by, right? It's nothing to write home about. It's nothing, you know, it's nothing shiny you're picking up and putting in your pocket. The 4 weeks no wrestling sounds like a fucking vacation for me. Because I'll tell you right now, Nate, a lot of times it's like I have to watch it, you know, instead of like I need to. It's like, oh, I got to put Raw on, blah, 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 blah. Like, you know, that's how it's felt. And it's their fault. It's the storyline's fault. It's has nothing to do with us. But also, people got things to do during the summer, and that's why they don't give a shit, and they just, you know, fart out these god-awful storylines. And they don't really put that much effort into the product during the summer. Until SummerSlam. Right? They'll drag those feuds out forever until SummerSlam. After SummerSlam, take a break. We'll see. We'll see. This is 24. This is a 24/7 job, man. Dedicating yourself to the talking about wrestling. Right? It gets off topic though here. You know how we do, Nate. Come on. All it would take is for you to pop in here and we talk about cereal for an hour on accident, right? But I am going to get back to the docket. I do have a show to run. Although, no, I'm just kidding. Um, but yeah, this is a huge up in the air toss with Lyra Valkyria, Bird Girl. You don't want to toss her too high in the air; she may shit on your car. This is Bird Girl after all. So I wish her the best of luck, but I don't know. Everybody was like popping for this. Like my brother was like, "Oh, Lyra Valkyria," and I get it. You just want something. Something is happening. You know, something finally is happening, and they're breaking up these tag teams, which is a net positive in the right direction. They're breaking up the tag teams in the women's division, which the whole Queen of the Ring tournament has been all tag teams. It's just it's fucking sucks. It sucks. The whole they destroyed the women's division from the top of the mountain down. And maybe this is a step in the right direction, I guess. I'm not that excited for it, but we'll see where it goes. Right? Hey, nothing but respect for your grind. Yeah, dude. This is what this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? What is it? Get ready. It's a new day. Asher Roth. Asher Roth. Why did I say that for? Get ready, it's a new day. He made a song called Grind. It was bad. I remember not liking it. I remember I like Asher. I like his mixtapes. I like the seared fully full. I can't even say it. So he's got some good mixtape. Greenhouse Effect, good mixtapes, but Grind was not good. And also the movie Grind. Everybody knows my stance on the movie Grind. But I get what you're saying, Nate. Thank you. I'm in it to win it, baby. I'm in it to win it. Next up, we got Chad Gable on his big "I'm Sorry" farewell tour, or I'm not farewell. I'm sorry tour. And he's going around apologizing and stuff like that, and he wants to apologize to Otis and Maxine and to Zawa, and he gets them all in the ring, and he apologizes, to all of them pretty much, essentially, and then it looked like everybody was about to forgive him, but Maxine Dupree is not going to allow this. And she says Gable can't be trusted. Like he went too far. He put them through things that they can't forgive, and it was. And I was like, oh my god, how long are they going to drag this shit out? Like, can we get through with this? Because we got a white hot baby face in Chad Gable. And it would be absolutely a tragedy if they did nothing with it. And it would not be the first time. It would not be the first time Chad Gable was white hot, ready to strike, and WWE sprayed diarrhea all over it and put out that fire. Chad Gable is ready to go, man. He's ready to go. Sticking him here in a thing where he's got to apologize to Otis 1,000 times is not going to do him any favors. So let's move on. I know people liked this. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Maxine Dupree, like, what's up with her and Austin Theory? That thing's taking for fucking ever. Can we get with that? They take too long, like I'm saying. They take way too long. They're taking like the anime route and using every episode's a filler episode during the summer. I'm gonna beat my head against a cinder block. Come on. Dragon Lee versus Ethan Page. This was good. This was a good match. Okay, this was a really good match. I wouldn't say really good, but I mean it was good. It was fast. Fast paced. You got Dragon Lee in there, and he goes quick, moves quick, and Ethan Page could keep up pretty well. They let's see, they put in oh yes, Page won with a low blow though, which was fantastic. I like that. Totally fits the character, and it made it seem like Dragon Lee, still should have won there. And it was a really fast paced match, and I would like to see what these guys could do with a lot more time. I didn't have too many notes here on it. But this was I watched this entire match actually. I missed it live, right? Had missed this one live and was putting my daughter to bed. And what in the world is going on? What happened to my notes? There we go. I was putting my daughter to bed, right? And I was like, I'm gonna miss this match, so I had to go back and watch it, and I was able to do so on Instagram Reels. It was just the whole match was available there on Instagram Reels. So shout out Instagram Reels. Yeah, a lot of fun stuff in this thing. Dragon Leaf flying all over the place. A lot of dangerous spots. It's definitely worth a watch. Really, quick but fun. Quick but fun. And then let's stop all the fun. Let's stop all the fun, guys. Take the nachos out of the oven. Okay, I know the oven wasn't even not preheated yet, but we're gonna eat these bad boys cold. Okay, it's LA Knight versus Jimmy Uso. I need a soundboard. I have the ability to get a soundboard now. I've looked up how to do this, and I'm going to get one for myself on when I'm doing these solo shows, and I don't have to transition over to Discord and hit something. Slim Jim Uso, dude. Jesus, dude. In LA Knight. Ugh. All right. Knight got to win. Knight got to win. This is a net positive for LA Knight. LA Knight gets a win, right? Hit LA Knight. Hit LA Knight within a. Oh my God, where's the plus? Hit within a plus. LA Knight gets the win. Thank goodness, right? Thank goodness. But this match wasn't good, dude. This match wasn't good. LA Knight is. He's super over still for some reason, but he is clunky, dude. And like Jimmy Uso is no better. He's the dude's got like 6 moves. Him and Jay are the same. They're twins, right? There's no different. Like none of this felt fresh. This felt that really quick Ethan Page and Dragon Lee match was a nice refreshment, like a nice little citrus blast to the back of your taste buds, and then here comes dry stale toast on top of it, right? No water, nothing to drink. Here's LA Knight and Jimmy Uso. Jesus Christ, dude. Some of the worst shit I had to be a witness to. Let's be real. I thought it was terrible. And then we had Danhausen backstage with Dominic Mysterio, and people think this. I'm just over Dan. I just don't. He never wrestles, so like and when he does, it's like super spotty. There's 20 midgets involved, and it's just. I'm just over. Like it takes too long. Stuff is taking too long. I don't care about Danhausen and like whoever he's electrocuting or whoever it may be. Whoever's on the verge of getting fired is walking around backstage right now getting electrocuted by Danhausen. That's what it seems like. Right? Danhausen is literally the fucking Grim Reaper right now. All right, so then we had the Vision versus the Street Profits, right? And we Seth Rollins seems to have like joined like the Street Profits as like their new cohort here. And Logan Paul is still out with an injury here, so this is Austin Theory and Braun Breaker, and the Street Profits defeat the Vision here. They defeat the Vision, and we get a title change here, which is very exciting. A title change at the end of Raw. This these titles were dead in the water on the Vision to begin with. I mean, they tried for their hardest to try to save this thing, but it's a detriment to Braun Breaker to even have him hold this thing and not have even won it. And then have his partner be Austin Theory. Like, who gives a fuck? Take these things off of these guys and throw it to the Street Profits. Let's do it. This was a pretty good match. I must say. Like, it was very entertaining. And a good ender to Raw. I thought this was probably the best thing on Raw all night, and that in a long time that hasn't happened in a long time, where the main event is the best thing, because the main event is usually Roman coming out and talking for forever, or Jacob Fatu coming out and talking forever, or someone from the bloodline coming out and talking about their own fucking family forever, right? And Braun Breaker hit a nice spear on Montez Ford in this match, definitely worth watching. But yeah, Braun Breaker. And Braun Breaker's got some generic new entrance music too, just like Chad Gable. Why are they doing this? Like, why? Like, AI fucking blows, bro. It blows so bad. Everything that's AI looks like shit, dude. Your stupid AI posters or your flyers, dude, I will not support your shit if you're using AI. I'm just not into it. Like, it's whack as fuck. They all use that same font. It all looks like shit. And all music, all the AI music, you can fucking tell. It sounds like fucking shit. Because half of you aren't willing to actually pay the money for those AI like resources, like because they all like cost something to like actually get the full thing. So you guys are all using the free version, so it's printing out all the shitty stuff. So much shitty stuff. The indie wrestling scene is overtaken by shitty AI vignettes and posters and shit. It's so lame. It's like fucking 45-year-old dudes making AI TikToks of themselves being like, I'm a wrestler. Like, what are we doing here? Well, can you go out and build a character? Get off the fucking apps, bro. Anyway, got off subject there, but hey, that's what I'm best at. Got off subject. That's what I'm best at. Now, that was it. That was our main event for Raw. And look at that. Look at that. Fucking round of applause for me, dude. Where's the round of applause for me? Right? Why is the applause so far? Round of applause for me. I got Raw done in 20 minutes, right? Raw done in 20 minutes. I don't know. I don't have anything else to say. Except for Ethan Page and Dragon Lee should get more time, and they should focus a little bit more on that. And did you see Rusev's promo as well on Raw? Rusev had a fantastic promo on Raw. I mean, he went all out. I mean, he screamed bloody murder, dude. He screamed bloody murder, dude. I wonder if I could watch that. I wonder if I could watch that. Let's see. Let's see if I could pull it up. No, I can't. Okay. I would have to have it preloaded. Well, I could, but it's just going to be, it's a bunch of work to try to get it. I could listen to it. Right? Yeah, that's right. Let's try that. I want to listen to this Raw promo because I don't want to show any of it. That would get me in trouble, right? All right, yeah, here we go. Rusev, very angry backstage. Sorry if I'm going off screen here. We will play it.
We just saw between Dragon Lee and...
I love it. I interrupted the match and let the man get for myself. I want when I have a man champion by now.
This is not...
Well, we know yourself and Ethan... Well, as the man who...
What in the world, dude? That is not it. Oh no. You can't find any. You can't find anything, dude. You can't find. Where's just the promo, bro? Where is just the promo? Here we go.
London,
My
please
goodness.
welcome my guest,
TikTok's my
Rusev.
eye, ruining everything.
Rusev, I want to get your thoughts on the match we just saw between Dragon Lee and your associate, Ethan Page.
Yes, Ethan Page.
How did you feel about his victory?
I love it. I love it. I love that for once nobody came and interrupted the match and let the man beat him up like you're supposed to. So I
Yeah.
love that. I love that for Ethan. And I love that for myself. I want when I have a match, none of these little luchadors come and interrupt me, and I would have been Intercontinental Champion by now.
Well, we know yourself and
Proper,
Ethan
proper.
Page have some common enemies, including said luchadors, as well as the man who last week here on Monday Night Raw made you tap out.
Oh, no, don't remind
Chad
me of that.
Gable. Now,
Don't
I
remind me
hate
of
to
that,
bring up
Byron.
a sore subject, but
Why do you have to put the emphasis on tap out?
Oh,
You
yeah.
don't have to act so smart, Byron. Give me this. Everything started because of you guys, because of you and your support for people like Rey Mysterio. What does Rey Mysterio have done? Nothing. He can't even inspire his own kid to be a good person, but yet you cheer
Wow,
for him.
he can't even inspire
While
his
you
own
cheer
kid to
for
be a good
Rusev,
person.
I am a living landmark. I am a national treasure. You should chant Rusev, not Rey Mysterio. Shut up! I don't need your support.
Then he says, "Shut up! I don't need your support."
And then
Immediately after
I beat
asking
Rey
for
Mysterio.
support, it's
I
so
rip off
funny.
his mask to expose his fakeness to the world, and then here comes Chad Gable, running down like a hero on Monday Night Raw after he ran out like a coward to Mexico. Let's not forget the fake person that Chad Gable is. He took the same mask that I took, but that was okay. Then he pretended to be Mexican, and that somehow is okay. But I, Rusev, am real. I have
He pretended to be
been
Mexican,
real.
and somehow
And
that's
that's
okay.
What's happening?
What's happening, dude? He's freaking out, bro. He's going off. Woo! Now he's going. Now he's beating his chest and going crazy. My God. My God. Definitely worth the listen. Definitely worth the listen. Yeah. Definitely worth the listen there. Rusev, old school promo there. Old school, off the dome. I believe killed it. I believe killed that promo. That should have been a main feature on Monday Night Raw. That should have been a main feature on Monday Night Raw. It was not a main feature. I think this was during the commercial break or something, because I think we saw commercials here in the United States. If you're subscribed to Netflix, you saw commercials. You did not see that fantastic promo from Rusev. But now you just heard it, at least. You just heard it here on Pro Wrestling Sauce live every Wednesday at 10:15 Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Super House Extra Extra YouTube channel. Let's get into Night of Champions. All right. Let me pull up my Night of Champions card. Night of Champions 2026. We're going back to Saudi Arabia. All right. So that means fun start time for us on a Saturday here for Night of Champions 2026. We've got Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker in a steel cage match. Who do I think's going to win this one? Man. You know, if it looks like Seth is going to have any sort of feud for the title going forward, it seems like he has to win this. And it seems to me like they're kind of like throwing cold soup on Braun Breaker. I don't know what the deal is, but they've been throwing cold soup on him ever since his return. Right? Ever since the vision kind of like went down because of his injury and he returned, it's been cold pea soup with Braun Breaker. So, I don't know. I think maybe. You know what? I'm gonna go with Seth Rollins. I'm gonna go with Seth Rollins in this match. I believe they're gonna keep Seth strong. I believe he's probably going on to feud for one of these belts. Who knows which one? But um, that's what I think's gonna be happening here. So my pick is Seth Rollins, locked and loaded, right? And then we got Trick Williams, and congratulations, a big congratulations to Trick Williams, who married Lash Legend over the weekend. I didn't even know they were a couple, but now they are a couple. They are married. Lash Legend and Trick Williams. Congratulations on your marriage. Trick Williams versus Ricky Saints for the WWE United States Championship. Who am I got here? Who do I got here? I think Ricky Saints doesn't. I mean, he's got the entrance, but the crowd does not respond. And you want to talk about crowd response versus crowd response? Trick Williams is off the charts. Okay, if we had a graph, if we had some sort of graph here to show us any sort of graph, pie chart, whatever you wanted for audience reception to Trick Williams to Ricky Saints. Ricky Saints is a small little sliver of that pie graph, and Trick Williams is the rest of it, right? He's the rest of it and some. There's some spilling over on the pie. Like there's some ingredients from the pie inside spilling over. And Trick Williams is that as well. Because the audience absolutely loves Trick Williams. They respond to him. They respond to Little Yachty. Ricky Saints is like a boring heel henchman number 4. That's how he comes off immediately after his entrance. As soon as his entrance is over, it's boring heel henchman number 4. He looks like Saints reminds me of like a side character in The Mask, starring Jim Carrey, like one of those guys that like gets beat up by The Mask. I'm picking Trick Williams to retain. I'm picking Trick Williams to retain here. Yeah, I can't really. I have no reason to think otherwise. If you've got a reason to think otherwise, sound off in the chat or leave a comment below if you're listening to the playback here. All right, we got Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill for the Women's United States Championship. I believe Jade Cargill should win this match. Jade Cargill has had a series of good matches. Okay, she's put in some really good work as of late, in my opinion. And this has come from someone who's totally, shit talked her for quite a while. And credit where credit's due. She's been good as of late, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. She's taken some losses, but she's taken them with stride, and she continues to try to push forward, even given the dog shit storylines and bad faction that she's been given here with BFAB and Mimichin. But she continues to stride forward, and I want Jade Cargill to win, so I'm going to pick Jade Cargill. Tiffany Stratton's about as dry as a crouton, dude. Ain't nothing going on over there with Tiffany Stratton. She is boring, right? You accidentally whipped up the whipped cream with some salt because it doesn't taste right. Nothing here is good with Tiffany Stratton as of late, and somehow giving her the U.S. Championship has made her even more boring, right? It should be the most interesting about her as U.S. champion has been that Chelsea Green has somehow become a leech to her character. Yeah, that's about it. So my pick is Jade Cargill here. We've got Io Sky versus Liv Morgan to decide the Queen of the Ring for the crown. Io got the one up on Raw, right? They had a little segment on Raw that we did not talk about. It's just a little talking segment. And or was this SmackDown? I can't remember. But Io kind of got the one up on Liv Morgan here by the end of things. Physically and verbally, I believe, which is pretty crazy. But all Io had to say was, you think that crown is going to fit on that big head of yours? And I was like, and the crowd was like, ooh. I can take that away. Yeah, the crowd was hot for Io, dude. And she could have said anything. But she had a nice burn for Liv Morgan. Very nice burn. She got the one up here, which makes me think that they are going to give everything to Liv. I think they might just give it all to Liv, dude. I mean, why not? It could be in some fuck shit. Someone could come out there and screw them up. I believe someone from the Judgment Day should screw over Liv Morgan, and we should go home happy with the Queen of the Ring. Right? We should definitely go home happy. I'm gonna pick Io Sky. I'm not differentiating from Io. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And Liv Morgan and the whole Judgment Day is stale altogether. Excuse me. Along with the bloodline, they're entering bloodline territory with. Can we get this over with already? Type shit. All right, now we get to a nice juicy one with Oba Femi versus Jey Uso to decide the King of the Ring. Oh my God, bro. I'm not picking Jey Uso. Absolutely fucking not. I'm picking Oba Femi. If Oba Femi does not win this shit, and it's some fuck shit with Brock Lesnar, oh my God, dude. Ugh. It makes me sick to my stomach thinking about Jey Uso. King Jey Uso. If he couldn't get more, he's going to be the king of cringe. The king of cringe, Jey Uso. If he wins this thing and he puts that crown on, there's our cringe king. There's our Lord and Savior, Jey Uso. Cringing it up and down, right? Yeet, yeet, yeet. This is our warning shot. Bow, okay? Little bow wow, okay? Because this like Mike, right? Make me like Jake. Not. Oh, Obafemi better win. He better win. I will be so furious. They just make him the king of the. Why is he even in it to begin with? It's almost a little silly because now then he's gonna have to have the crown on when he goes to fight Brock. I don't know, dude. I hate this thing top to bottom. I really hate this thing top to bottom. Jey Uso being the King Jey. Hey, Jey Uso, every time he comes out there and cuts a promo, he's fucking winded from eating from his entrance. And then he comes down there and yells and is like, don't know what you're talking about. I'm Jey Uso. And this is your warning shot. Blah. It's so annoying, dude. And then he goes on social media and posts about how great he is or whatever. Like, shut the fuck up, Jay. Josh. Shut up, Josh. Cody Rhodes versus Gunther versus Sami Zayn for the undisputed WWE Championship. This is our main event for Night of Champions. And if they have Cody Rhodes retain in this match, it is a fucking travesty. It is a fucking travesty. We are in Saudi Arabia. If they don't have tweener Sami Zayn, who's got one of the best characters right now with the last real good guy and, just kind of being a weasel. That's what we've been calling him, Weasel Sammy. Weasel Sammy, I believe, should win this title in Saudi Arabia. The crowd will go fucking crazy. And I'm not just saying for a crowd reaction. I'm saying because Sammy has been putting in the most work into this storyline. Gunther's been putting in a lot of work too, but Gunther hasn't been rewarded, and it really hasn't done him any favors. I mean, he just lost to Cody Rhodes in some bullshit with leg under the rope, and that's not even really being talked about. What's being talked about is Sami Zayn being involved and his involvement. We could get a Gunther win. I'm honestly happy with anybody but Cody picking this thing up because I just want something fresh and new. And Gunther is fresh and new, and Sami Zayn, that's fresh and new too. And Gunther was hot on the mic that one night against Cody. I thought he did very well, and I thought that I wanted to hear more. I wanted to hear Gunther do some more of that. But Sammy's very good too. Sammy's very good too. I'm just kind of tired of Cody's politician style of speaking. And I don't know. His head up his ass, smell his own fart style of aura that he is always bringing to the table here. So Sami Zayn and Gunther, that's fresh, that's new. That's what I'm going with. That's what I want. is one of those two. But I'm gonna pick Sami Zayn because we're in Saudi Arabia, and I believe Sammy's done enough losing over there in Saudi, and he's gonna pick up a huge win by winning the WWE title here in Saudi Arabia. Probably a transitional moment for the WWE title as it's going on, Sammy. But still, dude, this will be a big moment. It'll be talked about. It'll be crazy coming out of Night of Champions. And who knows where that leads for SummerSlam, right? Who knows where that leads? All I know is that Cody is stale as hell. We just need to get the belt off of him. If it goes to Gunther, so be it. But I'll pick Sami Zayn. Let's reward him. I normally, where's the sound? I normally, but that's not the case. That's not the case right now. I kind of like Sami Zayn right now because his character's fresh. His mic skills are good. His wrestling's good. Theme's the only thing that sucks. Theme's the only thing I don't like. But, I don't like anybody's theme right now. It's hard to come by. I think Io Sky is like the only one I enjoy that's with a Def Rebel production, right? Stopped liking themes after the CFOS era. Even them, they had some stinkers. They had a few stinkers. But there we have it. That's our Night of Champions 2026 predictions. Those are my predictions. I don't have Jacob's predictions. I guess I should have asked him to send them in. I could have read off Jacob's predictions. I should have asked him to send them in. That's my fault. Maybe I'll get them in on Friday. Maybe we'll do, because I'm going to try to talk to Jake on Friday after work. So we'll try to do a live stream early on Friday so we can talk to Jake and get his thoughts and maybe his predictions. We'll do that. Yeah, that's a good idea. And don't forget, tomorrow I got a little video I recorded me playing some 3D pool. That's going to pop up here on the channel tomorrow at some point. That's what I got filling the Thursday night time slot until I figure everything out there. In between Survivor seasons, right? And it's summer, right? I'm doing the same thing WWE's doing. I'm giving you shit storylines. I'm playing 3D pool for 30 minutes or whatever it is. I think it's longer than that. I think I played for a little while. It was a good time. Check out that video, and it's funny. It's very funny. There's some funny moments that happen. Check it out tomorrow. I got no more to say about wrestling tonight, so we'll just finish up the plugs. Thank you to Nate for popping in here. Join us in the chat if you feel the need to. We're live here every Wednesday at 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends. If you enjoyed this, come back, hang out, add it to your favorites on your TV or whatever. Thank you for being here. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you to the audio listeners for also picking it up. You can listen to us on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, wherever you find your podcasts. Check out House Assembly on Tuesdays as well, which did a great episode last night, right? I did a the Hudsucker Proxy review. It's a movie I watched, and we also talked about pipes and wizard pipes and smoking pipes, and we talked a lot about pipes and tobacco and cigarettes and typical House Assembly. So check out that. And then like I said, I'm playing pool tomorrow night. I got a little pool game on the channel coming out tomorrow night, and Friday I'll be back with Jake getting his predictions. So, and that's during the day. So subscribe, hit the bell, so you know when I'm live, and all good stuff. Everybody have a fantastic night. I know we're ending kind of early. I mean, it is kind of early, but I don't have anything else. I filled the docket. Right. I don't have anything else. And I even listened to a nice Rusev promo, which was risky. Which is risky on YouTube. They try to come after these reactioners. They try to come after them. Being like, our stuff's in here, our sound's in here, even if there's no video or whatever. Come on. Get out of here. This is radio over here. This is what we do. We do radio, okay? We do visual radio. You wouldn't get to see me chew ice normally. But this is the visual broadcast part of it. Of the radio show. The sauce. All right, guys. Any parting words? Me. All right, I'm getting out of here. Bye, everybody.